What is up, friends? I'm your host, the Dread Pirate Space Buns, and we're kicking it out of school on the set today because it's our 1 year YouTube birthday, I guess, is like the best thing I can call it. I really wanted to take a chance to say, like, just thank you guys. I asked you guys to ask me anything, AMA, and just wanted to see what you guys kind of wanted to know since, I don't know, I know I like answer things, but I'm kind of random, and I'm also like not good at answering things in video form and just like telling everyone at once. So I am going to answer a bunch of questions. This is already going so well. Oh hey there, I'm OG Space Buns here to save the day in editing. And I just wanted to say a super thank you to some of my shooting star friends that are just amazing and asked me a ton of questions and really helped make this possible. Thank you guys. So I'm going to answer a bunch of your questions, but to make it more fun, I have a giant box of mochi. It's a birthday. It's a YouTube birthday. So I got a special bottle of wine. And yes, it is wine, but it came in this cool little like collector's tin thing. And I was like, yeah, I need that. So first we're gonna open the wine. Maybe. Watch this thing fly up and hit me in the face. It almost did. It's okay though. It is a pretty bottle of wine. Oh no, it's gonna be one of those poppy ones. And I feel like I should be the one to do it, but this whole light fixture gets broken. Alright, rule number 1, don't give Space Buns a bottle of wine. Did I do my actual intro? I think so. Oh my god, no it is. These are for my remembrance. I thought it was cool too because it was red and I was like, you know, YouTube's red. I don't know, the whole thing made sense. I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's not working. That was not cute at all. Whatever. We're gonna pretend like that made any sense now. We're pouring a glass of wine and we're going to answer your questions. The fact that I'm 100% sober, have not had any of this, and I just poured some into my own lap. It sparkles though, that's cool, right? Okay, we got this. So question time. So what or who inspired you to start Positivity Juice? Or shots. Sorry, Positivity Shots. So when I originally had the idea, I was like trying to write a vlog, like a blog with a B. Well, I was trying to write a blog and I found out very quickly that I'm not actually that good at writing. I just like to read other people's writing. Well, it's not that I'm like that bad at writing, I just like, that's not how things come out. And as you see in my videos, like things don't even come out right when I just say them. It really was like a runoff of that idea of sharing positivity. And so a friend suggested that I should do like a shorter segment, a little more focused, a little bit easier and quicker, so that, you know, when you don't have 10-15 minutes to sit down and have a full positivity conversation, you can just get that little bit of like positivity that you might need for your day type thing. As for the name, I originally wanted to go with Positivity Champagne, but that does not sound as good as Positivity Shots. With another friend helped me come up with the idea, so thank you to both of you so much for helping me with that little portion. Let's good stuff. Alright. Probably taste better if you put them in the fridge. It did say not to refrigerate them until after you open them though. And I was refusing to open them until this. I mean, I guess I could have like right before, right? Oh no, it's pretty good. Where would you like your channel to be in 5 years? I feel like that's a completely fair question. So, oopsies. it's funny because, like, I really want to be like, oh, you know, I want to be creating these, like, epic videos and, like, making things that just really inspire and help, but, like, I don't know, I realize at the same time that even if, like, this insane vision of, like, video creation that comes to mind isn't what happens, as long as, like, the content style I create inspires and helps people, that's all that matters. So in 5 years, I'd really just like to be able to still be here, be able to still be doing this and not feel crazy, or have people be like, but why, you know, have people be like, yeah, like, you're, you know, you're really doing it, you're doing something good. So is there any video, any type of video that you would like to make that you haven't made yet? Yes. I think about this a lot, and I'd say there's one very, very specific one that comes to mind about reminding people to look for positivity in small places, in small things that happen in your life. And I won't say that I know exactly how I would shoot it or, like, what the idea is, but that's kind of like a stretch goal for a video, is to come up with ways to show happiness. So, one day. Was there a YouTuber you watched that inspired you to start YouTubing? Yes, of course, but, like, there was a lot of them. So for this question, I really did answer with YouTubers that had inspired me originally back in the day before I ever really started any of this. And they were some people that did some crazy style content, as you're seeing. Some of these are a little bit more interesting styles and things, but I love them. I think they are so much fun, honestly. They're some of my favorite, you know, creators still to this day. And some of these people have honestly done some things that I never thought actually people would watch or be interested in. And so a lot of these things built into what I wanted to do, because these people taught me that I could do a variety of things. I could do my ADHD thing and people would still watch, because as long as I had fun and was myself and, you know, just let myself be out there, then people would come. Red bean mochi, and I just it's the one I really wanted though. So what are your 2 favorite desserts, was the question. So I have 2 favorite dessert, I guess. I'm not really the biggest dessert person. I'd say there are a couple of things I like I like pineapple upside down cake, that's pretty good. I mean, sundaes, waffle bowl cones, that's where it's at. But mochi and brownies are some of my favorite things to ever exist. I cannot cook mochis. I have no idea how they do this. It's magic and I love it, but I don't know. I do know how to make mochi brownies, so we did that. It was a rocking video. So if I haven't rewatched it yet, we're gonna rewatch it later. Promise. What inspired you to start your channel? I can say definitely that, like, it was in part wanting to, like, work on myself and figure out who I was and how to talk for myself. Not like I can't talk or like I didn't use my voice or anything before, but, like, I don't know. I guess in a certain way, like, accept who I am and that I don't have to be normal or like everyone else to get by. And I guess too, like, I realized that in learning to accept that, and also just in some of the things I've been through, the places life has put me, you know, even as much therapy as I got to go through, some of these things are so lucky and so big of gifts that I want to make sure that they get shared. I would say that probably one of my all-time favorite movies was the movie Pay It Forward, because the idea that if one person could just help a few people, then the impact of those few people being in a better place from being helped. And I know it's all utopia, exciting, whatever, but I like that idea that, you know, maybe if I came up here and I did what I always wanted to do, stress myself through art and make things and follow my weird passions and my weird passion for positivity. I'm a pretty optimistic person, but I'd say I'm more a realist. I'm a balanced. But truthfully, in the end, I hope the most it would help someone. Alright, so I thought this was a really fun series, so we're gonna kind of break it down. But so it's what's your favorite Leia, Star Trek, and art. I will definitely say my favorite Leia is original trilogy. Star Wars fans are going to shoot me if I'm wrong about what movie it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Empire Strikes Back. And I love the original buns, the white, you know, outfit, bending over to talk to R2-D2, everything about that. I live for that scene. So I love that. Can't deny like the slave Leia. It's always fun. There's nothing better than wearing that and being invited to choke someone with your chain. Who doesn't want a free invite? As for Star Trek, as some of you know, I don't know that much about Star Trek. I like Star Trek, and I have these friends. They run this awesome Trek podcast if you want to check it out. Also, the link in the description. My experience with Star Trek is I would stay up too late sometimes, and that would be what was on TV other than infomercials. So I turned on Star Trek and just fall into it. And so I know I had to Google, I will admit this, I had to Google to be sure I had the right one. But Star Trek Next Generation is the one that would play when I would like be up at this right hour, and I would love that one. I don't know why, I don't know what it is. I like the story, honestly. I do enjoy Star Trek. I have hopes to actually sit down and watch it. As much of it as I can, of course, especially the original. The original is so cool. For those of you that haven't seen in other videos, I'm working on a dress that normally sits right about here. But right now, the body and everything is moved, so it's not a big deal. Not in the way, like it always is. Oh yeah, and art. We want to talk about favorite artists. First off, I have to say my favorite classical artist by far is Vincent van Gogh. And I think I've loved him since I was a kid, and I think it's because of the very like one color area of a palette. White, blue, yellow. Occasionally you get some orange, but dude stays in one generic like area of a color palette. Which is like cool. And art history, whatever. It doesn't matter. None of that matters. I like that. I like this kind of simplicity that gets built into this almost over drama in the piece, and it turns into this big beautiful thing. Now, if we're talking like overall conceptual artists, hands down that's Gerard Way. And before any of you are like, I'm not sure who she's talking about, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill you in. That's the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. For your like conception. He writes comic books, okay? He wrote The Umbrella Academy, and part of that with Netflix. Good stuff, trust me. But it even goes back to the music, the albums. Their music videos were amazing, and a big part of the reason your girls sin here, because I remember, and this is so embarrassing, and gosh, I hope if any of you are watching this, let's not go back to find anything, okay? We don't need to get hasty. You guys are in that too, don't forget. So we used to recreate things on video camera when I was like a teenager and younger, and you know, we were obsessed though. I was obsessed with how they did the makeup and how they made props and set pieces and all these things. And so all these lower budget bands, these indie bands that had to come out and make things on their own and make it happen for themselves, that changed my world, and that is absolutely why I'm here. So that's why you're on way. Could there be a virtual Comic-Con? Good question. There have been a few of them. My area, my local con didn't do one. I'm not the most surprised. There were a few. Cartoon Network actually did their own virtual comic cartoon con? I don't know. Pop Culture Con? Now I'm suddenly like wondering, what was that? I don't know what it was, but the point is, there were some virtual cons. I don't know if they'll continue to happen. I think virtual cons is hard because as much as yes, a lot of the people that would just normally go to a con are there for the celebrities. They are there for a lot of the things that you can get from a virtual con. Panels, interviews, talks of all sorts. Like, you can get whatever you want, you know, that aspect. I think where it gets hard is a lot of us cosplayers. I can't walk around a virtual con in costume, you know, and show that off and take pictures with someone and then give them a card so that they remember who I am and come find me later. You know, there's no exchange anymore, and so it's virtual cons is a little hard, and I guess I will be absolutely interested to see where conning goes from here on out. What is your favorite YouTube moment and video? My favorite moments are probably scattered throughout this video, but going back and watching parts of it to try to find it, I did actually think that was really funny, in particular that I made a confession cam like Big Brother reality TV style. And then the Gordman shopping haul was definitely my favorite video. I mean, I loved the fact that Gordman's actually sent me a gift card. I thought that was really cool and made me feel really good. But I bought those special Juicy Couture earrings that are shaped like palm trees, and I can say that I have still never worn them because I hate how like heavy earrings are, like, and they pull on your ears. I hate that, and I won't wear them. And I kept telling myself, like, you'll wear them for a video, you will, and I haven't yet. And so, like, I think that cracks me up the most every time I see that video. I'm just like, oh my god, you bought those earrings. That happened. Maybe we'll try again. I don't know if I like this one yet. It kind of, ooh, it tastes like brim balls. I wasn't expecting a butter frog. Like, what in the world? I think I'm done with that. Oh god. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. Okay. What do I have coming on YouTube? What do you have coming on YouTube? I feel terrible because the honest truth is I rarely even know what's coming on. Rarely do I know what's coming on YouTube. No, but really, I kind of plan, but it's all like a very loose plan, because I plan to be at this for a while, so I figure if I don't get it, you know, to something this year or in whatever, there's always next time. I am working on some history videos because I I love history. Another thing that I've really wanted to get back into on YouTube is some more makeup. And that is I'm going to do a basics of makeup set, which is like literally everything from bottom to the top. And then I will do some like costume makeup stuff. We'll do really, if you guys have requests, feel free to go for it. But my hope is to kind of expand on the usual randomosity of things that I just kind of like to spread around the world. What does my name mean? And it was really awesome because the person that asked me thought that space buns was for fat astronaut booty, and I was like, I like that, and I wish I'd gone with that. I wish I'd just flown with it. Princess Leia would have wanted me to. But the space buns are for Princess Leia. It's one of those things from the behind the scenes footage of Carrie. She's talking about getting all the clip-in extensions put into her hair for the space buns. And she talked about how they looked like big giant space cinnamon rolls. Big giant space buns. And Dread Pirate is for the Dread Pirate Roberts from The Princess Bride. I absolutely adore that movie. And it was always something that I shared with my dad and my grandfather. And so for me, that just made that really special, that Dread Pirate. Kant and I too have always kind of just had a thing for pirates, and I love it. I stand for that. I'm kidding, not at all. Love pirates. It also worked in combining two of my favorite things. I absolutely love the ocean, even though I'm pretty afraid of the water. Is what it is. Don't take it. I love space too. I have one last question here. So what video intimidated you the most, and how did you overcome that to make it? It was the first. It was like ripping off a band-aid. I started it in November. And I started my TikTok first, as even I was surprised to remember when it came around time to do this. I started TikTok first. I was so nervous and afraid. Worried. I just came to realize that eventually I had to rip that band-aid off. And the longer that I let it sit there and build anxiety and stress and worry in my head, the bigger it all got. The worse it was going to be, you know? That first hair. So eventually I just got brave and I finally did it. And that first video was horrid to make. I was so nervous and afraid. And I was scared nobody was even going to pay attention or watch it. And now so many of you have. Thank you. So that is all of my AMA. Seriously, thank you guys for coming on this adventure with me and being a part of my first year doing this. And no, I don't plan on going anywhere, but I can't say I'll exactly do something this big and over the top every year. We might celebrate with a little rewind or something. And maybe if I actually make it 5 years down the road, we'll come back in 5 years and rewatch this. I really hope that as mind-blowing as 1 year of growth has been, because I wanted this for a really, really long time, and I wanted to go for this and believe that spreading a message through art would mean something, but I don't know, people always said, you know, well, people have their own ideas or their own messages, or they come up with their own thoughts. There's always something. There's always a reason why being creative wasn't going to be enough. And for once, I just want that to be enough. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for offering me the opportunity to sit here and have said that I made it a year. And so much further than I thought I was going to. And thank you guys. I cannot wait to see where this adventure goes. But truthfully, I am always here for you. My DMs are an open, safe space for you friends, and so are the comments. Thanks for coming on this ride with me. Thanks for joining me on this adventure, where I try to figure out who I am as a human. Thank you guys. Stay human, friends. Dread Pirate Space Buttons. Signing off.